Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. We've had the addition of a few new operators since the alpha. You got a chance to see them in the Road to Montreal livestream tournament. We've got new attackers like Fuse and Montagne, as well as some new defenders in Doc and Tachanka. I've spent some hands-on time with all of them, and I've seen how they've played and how they balance. So let's check out the highlights of the new operators revealed so far in Rainbow Six Siege. The operator system in Siege has been an interesting one to try out so far. Each one can bring interesting tactics to the table and allow different strategies for attacking or defending to come together in pretty interesting ways. Let's start with the new additions to the attackers first. Fuse is probably my all-around favorite of the new operators. His gadget is the cluster charge. This thing is just tons of fun. Place it on a surface, and as soon as you're ready, hit the detonator. It launches 4 small explosive charges into the room, followed a second later by a series of 4 detonations over a wide area. This is a pretty intimidating experience to be on the receiving end of. The noise of the cluster charges launching out sends the other team into a panic if they're in the path of this thing, because they know what's coming next. And if you're on the attacking team, it's hard not to smirk when you fill a room with the amount of shock and awe that comes out of this thing as the camera shakes and everything explodes around it in rapid succession. Fuse has a heavy armor loadout, so he's something of a slow mover. He only gets 2 cluster charges to use, so make sure they're deployed wisely. He has 3 choices in primary weapon abilities, with a riot shield, AK-12 assault rifle, or a 6P41 light machine gun. Choice of secondaries are GSH-18 or a PMM handgun, both in 9mm. Next up is Montagne. He's got an extendable shield system which expands to fill down to the floor and up above his head. When the shield is fully extended, he needs both of his hands, which means he can't fire his gun. He's purely defensive at that point. Good tactics include having other teammates stack behind him and lean out on the sides, or using his extended shield to literally fill and block a doorway. He doesn't get a primary weapon other than his shield, and his choice of secondary is either a P9 handgun or an LFP 586 revolver. Montagne is obviously a heavy armor operator and moves really slowly, but he's a tank. Since he's only got a sidearm to shoot with, he's limited by a slower rate of fire and ammo capacity, plus range and accuracy issues, but he's hard to drop. When you see his frame fill a doorway or a narrow hall coming at you, it's hard not to panic. Still, a well-placed explosive or good flanking maneuvers can counter him. Both attackers bring some interesting dynamics to the breaching tactics, but let's not forget about the new defenders either. First up, we've got Doc. He carries a stim pistol that can revive teammates from a moderate distance or be used to revive himself. He carries 5 darts for his stim pistol. Now, I'll be honest, having Doc on our team saved us more than a few times, turning what would have been certain defeats into wins. By shooting from a distance, he never has to break cover or expose himself to danger to provide a crucial revival. When paired with an operator like Rook with his deployable armor, it makes it much more likely that you'll get the revive state instead of death so that Doc can still help you out. Doc is a heavy armor character and as such moves slowly. Choice of primaries are a P90 or MP5 submachine gun, or an SG CQB shotgun. Secondaries are a P9 handgun or the LFP 586 revolver. I think Doc would be fine with some balancing, but right now he's got some of the better weapons and abilities, plus the strongest armor. There's plenty of time to balance him out yet though. And finally we have Tachanka. He brings a mounted LMG to the table. He can place it and use it, or anybody else on the team can hop on it as needed as well. It does make a fair amount of noise while pivoting it. It's like using an LMG on its own, but you have the unfortunate drawback of being attached to a fixed pivot point, meaning you're more vulnerable as you aren't mobile again until you actually detach from the turret. It definitely does seem to have an accuracy bonus though, as it's a mounted weapon. It also gives your team an additional light machine gun to work with if there's a need for more concentrated firepower down a certain bottleneck like a long hallway or set of stairs or something like that. It's pretty scary coming around a corner or out into the open and getting hosed with lead though. Tachanka is a heavy armor operator and can choose from an SAS G12 shotgun or a slick 9x19 VSN assault rifle. Secondaries are a GSH-18 or PPM handgun. Well, there you go. Those are the 4 new operators since the alpha. There's even more new operators to come though. The new GSG9 teaser trailer was just shown, and I can't wait until the operators are shown off in full by Ubisoft so I can talk more about them as well. In the meantime, go ahead and make your best guesses as to what the GSG9 operators bring to the table based on the footage here. As soon as they're officially revealed, I'll be sure to let you know my hands-on impressions with each of them, as we got to try all the operators during our time in Montreal. The best way of making sure you don't miss anything is to subscribe. That way you'll be notified right away of any new information as soon as it comes out. Which operator is your favorite and why? Share in the comments down below, or head over to the forum or subreddit as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.